In this lesson, we're going to be writing linear equations given 2 points. All right, so now we're going to be writing equations given 2 points. I've got the point -2, -5, and 2, -1. So remember, when we're writing equations as a review, we always, in slope-intercept form, we're going to have y is equal to mx plus b. We need to find the slope, and then we need to find the y-intercept by solving. Many times you have to substitute and solve for b, and then we're going to write that equation in y is equal to mx plus b. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to start it with y is equal to mx plus b. All right, I've got the 2 points. Now in the last lesson we were given the slope, and in this one we don't, but we know how to find the slope of 2 points. I'm going to take -1, I'm taking my y of 2 minus my y of 1 all over my x of 2 minus my x of 1. All right, so those are going to become plus, so I'm going to be given a -1 plus 5 is 4, and these become plus, and so I've got all over 4, so my slope is equal to 1. So m is equal to 1. All right. So now let's go ahead and plug this into the equation we have. I've got now y is equal to 1x plus b. And now just like the last lesson, you're going to take a point and you're going to substitute in the point in the x and y. It doesn't matter which one you take, either one is going to work. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this point right here. And so this is my x and this is my y. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in my y is equal to -1, and my slope is 1 times then my x of, which is 2, plus b. So now I've got, this is 2 and this is -1, oops, -1. Plus b. All right, so now I've got to subtract 2 on both sides, giving me b is going to be equal to -3. All right, so now I know my slope, so here's my slope, and I know my y-intercept. So now all I have to do is plug it into my equation. Y is equal to my 1x, or just x is fine too, minus 3. That's the equation that I have for this line. All right, let's do the second one. Remember, we're going to start out with the equation y is equal to mx plus b. And now we're going to put in the parts that we know. Well, I've got the point, and I don't have the slope, but I can find the point, find the slope by taking y of 2 minus y of 1, so 12 minus 8 all over 13 minus 5. All right, so 12 minus 8, you're going to have 4. And 13 minus 5, you're going to have 8, which can be simplified down to 1/2. So my slope is equal to 1/2. All right, now, so I did step 1, I found the slope. Now I need to find the y-intercept, and with each step, you need to make sure that you're plugging in what you now know. Now that I know that the slope is 1/2, I'm going to just write this in here as 1/2 x plus b. It's just going to help you keep your thoughts organized if you keep adding them in there. So now I know all I have to look for is my x and my y. I'm going to substitute that in. I'm doing step 2, substituting and solving for b. So I'm going to take my point, and here's my x and here's my y. And I'm going to have 8 is equal to 1/2 times 5 plus b. All right, so 1/2 times 5, or 1/2 of 5 is 2.5 plus b, or 2.5, all over 8. All right, so now I'm going to subtract 8 minus 2.5, and I'm going to get my b is equal to 5.5. I just subtracted 2.5 from both sides. All right, so that's my y-intercept. So here's my y-intercept. So now that I have both of those, I'm going to go back and I'm going to plug everything that I have into my equation. Y is equal to my slope of 1/2 plus 5.5. That is my equation. All right, our last example, we've got at the point -6, -7, and -3, 5. All right, again, we always start out with y is equal to mx plus b. And step 1, calculate the slope. So I'm going to take 5, how about I do the slope over here? 5 minus -7 all over -3 minus -6. So these become a plus, and these become a plus. So 5 plus 7, I've got 12. And -3 plus 6 is 3. And so now I'm going to take 12 divided by 3, and my slope is equal to 4. All right, so I've got a slope of 4. Now, remember, with each of these steps, we need to plug in our parts. So I've got y is equal to 4x plus b. Okay, so now that I've got that, I need to come back and I need to pick a point. And it does not matter which point. Okay, I'll take that point right there. And I've got my x and I've got my y, because it's not going to make a difference. The equation is going to be the same. So if my y is equal to -7, is equal to 4 times -6 plus b. Now, we're doing this step right here. We're substituting and solving for b. So you're going to have -7 is equal to -24 plus b. Plus 24 plus 24. So you're going to take -7 plus 24, and you're going to get 17. So b is equal to 17. Your y-intercept is going to be equal to 17. So now let's go back and we're just going to write our equation. Y is equal to, I've got a slope of 4, and I've got a y-intercept of 17.